Hi everybody, foXnoMad here, and today I want to help you travel smarter by showing you the dome home in Denali Park. So if you're looking for accommodation in Denali Park, this is definitely one of the more unique options that you can choose. And the way it works is you've got this dome home, which is sort of a common area for everybody. And then next to that are different houses that are available. So I want to give you a tour of the houses and the homes and the dome home here to show you just what it's like to stay here in Denali Park. So the way this works is you check in at the dome, and the dome has the common areas, and that's where breakfast is served. But then they have these whole separate houses there for you to sleep in and for you to stay for the night. So you basically got this full property. You've got the porch also. You can walk around here. There are 2 garages, so if you need parking space, there's more than enough parking space. And just looking around the house, you got your picnic table, and come around here back toward the backyard. And look at that, you've got a place to eat. We've also got a barbecue, more places to sit, and then all of this wide open space. And the nearest thing I can see is way over there, so you do have a lot of space. You got a lot of privacy out here. To give you an idea of kind of the space that you have and the home that you'll be staying in for however many days you'll be staying here. So let's go inside in here. I'll show you around this house, but the views of Denali are just amazing. It's beautiful, but you got this whole home style accommodation, which is really cozy. So just put in the code. Alright, so since this is like a house, you're supposed to take your shoes off. Basically it's like a full-on house. So you come in here and you have living room. So you've got your TV, fireplace there, and then walking around, some books, free Wi-Fi. Got the dining room here. Look at this view. Got that view outside. Alright, so here, one of the bathrooms, another seating area here, and then again you just got this amazing view outside. Hey, look at that. You're right in the park, so chance of seeing wildlife is pretty good. They've got binoculars as well if you want to take a peek. And here we go over into the kitchen. So we've got full kitchen, dishwasher if you want to cook. Got your microwave, got your stove, but this is a full-on house. So yeah, so this is the downstairs. These are all the common areas. These are all the things that you have access to in the house. And depending on how many people are staying here, you might have the whole house to yourself, or if you're coming with a big group, you can rent the entire house. Let's take a look at the rooms now next. This is another bathroom. Show you that. Then you've got each of these separate rooms, separate lock there, another room, another lock, then this room. So on this top floor you've got 4 rooms, D, C, B, A, and they each hold I think 2 people, so not a ton of people in this house, and depending on, like I said, how many people have booked the house at the same time. So if you're on the off peak, you might actually get the whole house to yourself. During the summer, during busier times, it might be a little bit more crowded, but that gives you an idea of kind of how many people might be staying with you in the house. You can lock it, and that's the room. So you can get this with a queen size bed, king size bed, or twin beds. And look, closet space. Also, you have a TV, which is nice, and your own separate thermostat. So if you tend to sleep warm or cold, you can adjust that separately than the rest of the accommodation in the house. And of course, like I've been talking about the view, but look at that. So that's a look at the house on the inside, and it gives you an idea of what the common areas are like and what the rooms are like where you'll be sleeping. And they also have breakfast, and that's in the dome, and there are also some other common areas in the dome as well, so I want to go ahead and show you those. And just talking about the town, this is in Healy, Alaska. So Healy is a little bit further north than the middle of Denali, if you want to think about it. There's just basically one main highway that goes through here. The nice thing about this place is that there's a grocery store nearby and a couple of restaurants as well that you can eat at, and that's not always the case with the other accommodation options that you have in Denali. So this one is a little bit closer to things like groceries and food and things that you can get in town. It's a little bit easier than some of the other places to stay in Denali. But speaking of food, now it's time for me to get some dinner, get a good night rest, and then have breakfast served to order in the morning. Well, good morning. I slept pretty well, although I woke up a few times throughout the night to see if I could see the aurora. Unfortunately, there was cloud cover and I didn't really get to see anything. There are a couple of handy apps you can use that will show you what the chances are of you seeing the aurora up here are, so it gives you a percentage and will tell you what time that you should look outside. Earlier in the night, I did get to see a lot of star cover, so I got to see all the stars in this very remote place, which was very nice. Now that I'm awake, now that I'm ready, it's time to get breakfast.
Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Yogurt.
Breakfast at the home is a simple but hearty one. Home-cooked eggs any way you like them, cereals, fruits, jams, and a variety of Alaska breakfast usuals. Coffee, tea, sausage, there's something for everyone at the table. In the rest of the dome home are large common areas, almost like a fancy hostel, with separate rooms like in the second home. It's all very cozy but spacious enough to be comfortable, and the owners go out of their way to make it as nice of a stay as possible. Mission accomplished. So that was the breakfast, which is home cooked. It's a nice way to get your day started, but it's also nice to be able to meet all the other people who are staying in the dome home and the second home. So you've got this wide open space where you can eat, you can sit later. They also had a chessboard, books, all kinds of things you can do in there. A fire as well. If you want to get cozy by the fire, you have that option as well. Overall, a really nice stay. A different kind of stay, but if you're in Denali, I highly recommend this place. The owners, the Millers, are absolutely the nicest people. They are so nice and accommodating, and they really want to make sure that you have a good time and you have a great trip while you're in Denali and while you're staying here. They're full of great advice. They know a lot about the area. They know a lot about Fairbanks and what you can see and do both up in the city as well in the park if you're headed that way. So I'm really glad I ended up here, and I definitely recommend it. I'll leave a link to the address and where you can find this place down in the description below. And while you're down there, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll have new videos for you every week. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And to bed.